Beautiful. It's a sweltering hot July Wednesday and I'm out with a few of the bikers visiting the popular Huggy's speed shop based just outside the Mallory Race Circuit in Leicestershire. In this video I'll also realise that it's the second Wednesday of the month, so I'll head over to the Triumph factory in Hinckley for their monthly bike night. But first it's lunchtime and we're dropping by Huggy's to see if any of the bikers have turned up. Crikey! So as we shed our jackets under the intense 30 degrees plus heat to check out Huggy's, those observant of you watching might have noticed some familiar plaques or symbols from the car industry along the tree line of Mallory Race Circuit. I just wanted to check these out. This Honda monument documents all the Isle of Man TT victories from 1961 to 1968 in some of its lightweight class victories, but here's Philip McCallan winning the 1997 senior race on the Honda.
Ooh, that was much worse than it looked. Philip McCallan's going to end his week in the best possible way with win number 3 at TT 97. There he goes over the line to claim it from Jim Moody by 10 seconds.
This is Adrian Newey, British Formula 1 engineer, renowned for creating title-winning cars for Williams, McLaren and Red Bull Racing. His designs have secured 14 drivers and 12 constructors championships, and a massive 223 Grand Prix victories, including the record-breaking RB19. Anthony Colin Bruce Chapman. So Anthony Chapman was the founder of Team Lotus from 1928 to 1982. They won the Formula 1 World Championship Constructors in 63, 65, 68, 70, 72, 73, 78. And won the World Championship of Drivers, Jim Clark, both in 1963 and 1965, and Graham Hill in 1968. Jochen Rindt 1970, Emerson Fittipaldi 1972, and Mario Andretti 1978. And also Jim Clark won the Indianapolis 500 in 1965, and Le Mans winners 1957. And next to the Lotus Trophy monument, we've got that familiar prancing horse, a Ferrari, up there. Just says World Champions Ferrari, which they have dominated Formula 1 in a lot of the years they've been racing. Who's this here? I'm not sure who this is. This is Chris Meek. Well, it's the owner of Mallory Park Estate. And he was actually a 6-time British production sports car champion. Chris Meek. He looks familiar. Yeah, Sterling Moss. The People's Champion, winner of 16 Grand Prix. And this one here is John Surtees. This guy John Surtees was literally one of a kind. He was the only driver to win the World Championships on both motorcycles and Formula 1 cars, claiming the F1 Drivers' Championship in 1964 with Ferrari. A British racing driver and motorcycle road racer who competed in Grand Prix motorcycle racing from 1952 to 1960 and Formula 1 from 1960 to 1972. Surtees was a 7-time Grand Prix motorcycle world champion with 4 titles in Premier 500cc class with MV Augusta. Surtees also won the Formula 1 World Drivers' Championship in 1964 with Ferrari and remains the only driver to win the World Championships on both 2 and 4 wheels. He won a total of 38 motorcycle Grand Prix and 6 Formula 1 Grand Prix. What a legend. Right, sorry for going a little bit off piece there, but I just wanted to show you those statues outside Mallory Racetrack. Right, let's get back to Huggy's and see some of the beautiful bikes.
Nothing else to do and you want to
I always feel like Henry Cole's going to jump out the corner when I come in this place.
Watch Dazmatron.
Lovely, thank you. Have a good ride back. I mean, it's 1:30 in the afternoon. It's the second Wednesday of the month, and you know what that means. It's also a bike night at Triumph headquarters. I might pop there tonight as well, see what's going on. Well, a few minutes later, and here we are, just going round the roundabout outside the Triumph Museum headquarters. And it's 10 to 6. Let's see what sort of a gathering is occurring outside Triumph HQ in the factory visitor experience. Motorbikes left, tin cans to the right. You're right. Yeah, there's quite a few here already. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we're stuck in him. Stacking them deep. Oh, I like this because I'm in the shade here. I mean, the front forecourt is busy, as you can see, but you know when it's really busy, because this road here, it lines up with bikes all the way along here, and I've not quite done that yet, but it's must be, I don't know, 10 to 6, so it's not long started really, so there's plenty of time for people to get home from work, get in the bikes and get out down to the Triumph factory for a bit of a bike culture get together. Look at that RS, nice, with his Acra on the back.
Mocky Dock,
Mucky Dock, where's that?
Fradley.
Fragley Junction?
Yeah.
That's Staffordshire. Yeah, that'll be a good hour and a half, isn't it? And some nice roads to there from here. It's beautiful. So yeah. So they're going to a place called Fragley Junction. There's a cafe either side, although one side is just closed down, because I used to go there for a bike meet with Justin, who I'm going to be meeting tonight on his T120. He used to organise the bike meets there, and he's now doing his bike meets at the Cenotaph in Staffordshire on a Thursday morning. Yeah, it's a nice little ride there in Staffordshire, Fragley Junction. Check it out if you want somewhere to go. The roads there are really nice. It's A roads mainly all the way there. I think I've just clocked Justin's Triumph T120. There it is. Done a good job of that. I've filmed this bike before.
You have?
How you doing?
Not bad.
Nice to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
I've just seen you over there. I thought
First.
it.